Hey, what's up, everyone? It's been a long time since I recorded, but here I am again. So, I started from here because it's pretty funny, but it seems that I can't stop recording from Arcanum now. So, I booted up the game and tried recording, but nothing got nothing got recorded. So, it seems that anytime I want to end a recording, I have to manually turn off the game and turn it on here. So, it's been about 3 months since I last posted a video, but I've just been busy. I've just been so busy with everything. So much has changed since I last uploaded a video. Because of the corona situation, and I became a full time student at a college I'm going to, and the workload combined with just working 21 hours a week. It was really hard to ever upload a video. Even when I bumped it down to 10 hours of work a week, even to find the time to record a video was so hard. It was really difficult because either I was studying, I was practicing Street Fighter and stuff like that, or I was working. So I just couldn't find the time to record. But now with the corona situation, the quarantine, it's really easy to find time to do anything. Even things like the 3D animation that I'm learning and stuff like that. It's a lot easier to allocate time, especially now that I'm just a full-time student and I don't even have to spend 8 hours in class. I'm just at home. So now I can finally play this RPG that I really loved. That was there for me at a time in my life that I really, I guess, needed something to look to, I guess. So, yeah, in the last episode we were looking for Virgil, and as much as I wanted to show, well, I guess the journey is unnecessary. It's a destination, really. Wait, that's the exact opposite of saying it's a journey, not the destination. But what I'm getting at is I wanted to interlude my thoughts with me journeying to find Virgil, but I was just so frustrated with having recording issues on top of having to find the time recording that I found the save where I forgot that I wasn't recording. Yeah, right when I found Virgil, I forgot that I wasn't recording. So this is I know that it's more fun to have the illusion of recordings or Let's Play being completely organic, but this is honestly take 8 of me finding Virgil, and then finding out that there's some small issue like my microphone glitching out and the video not recording, or maybe somebody in my background in my house just yells, "Hey Steven, can you help me with this?" And then the recording's ruined, but now I'm completely ready. Everything's fine now. But we found Virgil and he's already dead. So let's see. We're gonna avenge him, it seems. I'll make this really quick and easy. Keep his fidget. Oh wow, I forgot how bad it sounds like yeah. One of the best spells in the game, but I can't stand to use it too long because it's a sound effect. A lot of stuff on that. It's just what's the name? The little freaking things. Those little goblin monsters. Anytime they die, their scream is so obnoxious. So here's a scroll of resurrection. So bring back a friend. I'm kind of scared that the mobsters are surrounded around his corpse, so I gotta be careful. See, I was about to resurrect half ogre bandit. There's only one scroll of resurrection. Oh, picked up with a sword.
Greetings, my friend. It seems we both have come a long way. Thank you. Thank you for bringing me back.
What happened here?
These men. They were the men who killed my brother, Lawrence. I had come here tonight to confront my past once and for all. I knew that it would most certainly lead to my own death, but I just couldn't run from it any longer.
Can you tell me the story, Virgil?
Yes, it no longer holds any power over me. Before I met you, before I met Joaquin, I was very different. I was a criminal, really. An evil man. There's no other way to say it, and I don't mind admitting it to you now. I lived my life like a dead man. Well, at least in the sense that I used to view such things. I cared very little for anything at all. I lived only from moment to moment. No sense of right or wrong. I stole or lied or even killed with no thought for morality or consequence. And the men I associated with were the same way. Such lives feed upon themselves. My family moved to Caledon when I was younger. Lawrence and I were close in our early years, but the life I chose to lead as I grew older was repulsive to him, and we finally had a falling out. At the time, I didn't care. The dead have no family and remember not their pasts. This place is a place for the walking dead, a place where men gather to feed their darker sides. I knew it well, too well. I spent a lot of time here, time and money. I also gambled with men who make a living doing so, and one night, I lost more money than I had. I was threatened physically when I couldn't pay. What is pain to dead men? I laughed and bled and spat on them. It was only then that they threatened to kill my brother if I didn't pay. Of course, I thought it was only a threat, and really, in the end, I didn't feel anything about the matter. I'd left all that behind me, or at least that's what I thought. I can't tell you the pain which tore open my very soul when I found Lawrence, bleeding and broken, the life gone out of him. I cursed myself and the gods and everything else I had forsaken, and I ran. I ran so far and so fast that I don't remember anything until I woke up on the doorstep of the Pinari Temple, where Joaquin took me in.
Yes. And doesn't that seem like so very long ago, Virgil?
What? Who are you?
I am Elder Joaquin.
Joaquin?
Yes, it is I. I must apologize. I have been so busy trying to find out who is trying to kill you and why, that I neglected to consider the fact that you might need my help in other matters. But you are alive, and so I rejoice.
But how did you know where to find us?
I'd heard that Virgil was back in Caledon, alone. I feared the worst, as I knew a little more about his past than you did. I've been searching for him for the past week, and only now did I find him. You've changed much, young Virgil.
Yes, Joaquin, and I have seen much, but I still remember the lessons you taught me. They have brought me through all of this, even through death itself.
I knew from the moment I saw you that you were special somehow, that you were meant for more than the life you left behind. And I see that I was right. The Living One could not have chosen a better companion. You will be a powerful ally in the battle to come.
What have you been doing, Joaquin?
Well, since I left Stillwater, I've been trying to find out if the prophecies say any more about what it is you're supposed to be doing. Unless I've missed something, Aronnax hasn't yet returned. What have you found out? Ah, that is quite a tale. You've done very well, and I think your journey is approaching the end.
I hope so. Are you coming with us, Joaquin?
No. I think that you are in capable hands. I am no longer needed here, but I'm sure I can find something to keep me busy. Good luck. May the spirit of Nasruddin be with you and guide your path.
Farewell to
Farewell.
you. Farewell to you. Virgil, you were saying?
I was just saying that I came here tonight to face my past, and to avenge my brother whom I betrayed. These men were the men who killed him. I knew that I wouldn't survive, but the weight of his death, and my cowardice, were too much to bear any longer. And here you found me.
Can I ask you a few questions about it, Virgil?
Yes, of course.
Tell me, Virgil, was it worth it? Do you feel that weight any less?
Yes, well, I saw Lawrence, you see. I saw him on the other side. He didn't really speak, but I felt that he was at peace, that he held no ill will towards me. That lessened my guilt. allowed me to see that those choices I'd made were made by someone else, another man, and that I had left that man behind.
The other side. Tell me about death, Virgil. What was it like?
It was, well, peaceful, I suppose. I remember very little. I have memories of a gray place, warm, silent. There was no pain there, no suffering. And I remember feeling that it was boundless. A place that was no place, not a prison nor a punishment, but freedom without end.
You sound as if you enjoyed it somehow.
I did, in a strange way. You've no idea what it's like to let go of everything that constitutes our struggles in this life. Pain, greed, envy, guilt. It's liberating, even in its emptiness. I can honestly say that I wanted to come back, to finish what I'd began with you, but that a small part of me wanted very badly to stay. And I think that I carry that gray place with me always. A small piece of death. Yes, of course.
You should have told me. I would have helped you.
I know you would have. But this was a journey that I had to make myself. This all sounds so bloody serious, doesn't it? This wise and introspective gibberish doesn't fit me very well. I'll do my best to put a cap on it. But it has changed me for the better. And I thank you once again.
A few more questions.
Yes, of course.
I'm glad you're back. Will you join us again?
Yes, of course I will journey with you. As your protector and as your friend. As if I've got a bloody choice. Aren't we all just pawns of prophecy? And something else. I'm not sure, but I think that something has happened to me as a result of all this. I may be better equipped to face Aranax when the time comes.
I'm glad, Virgil. Shall we?
Yes. Let us continue on.
Good luck to you, living one.
Thank you, Joaquin. And yes, that's a culmination of Virgil's story. I always really enjoyed redemption stories in media, to be honest. I guess it's just because some days I wonder if I was just a really crappy kid, just stuff like that. But I guess I just really value, well, not I guess, I honestly very much value the notion that with time and commitment that people can change and improve as people. It's really hard to, I guess, I'm not even sure what I'm gonna say here. It's funny that anytime I record this part of the game, there's always some sort of very different angle for me to look at. Sometimes I really discuss Virgil's change as a character, like who he's becoming, the way that he has changed so much. And now I'm thinking of myself of how much that I've changed as a person too. There's just so many small, really great angles to look at for this game. It has such a powerful script, but Virgil grows as a character as someone who was lost and is looking for someone for guidance. He found Joaquin, but it's really hard to just change like that. That's what I'm getting at. He wanted somebody else to look at too. That was a player character. And although it's such a small mechanical decision, I still really honestly just adore
What is it that you want of me? What can I answer?
He mimics the morality of the player character. He looks to them as a light while he was lost. So the player character makes really evil, violent decisions. He in turn does them as well. And it's not because he was a bad person. He said it himself, but he was at an impasse in his life. He's trying to figure out who he's becoming. He looked to the player character since it was essentially their god in his religious learnings. There's a really good design decision that they made. The beta Virgil was someone who was a very, very devout follower of the player character. He would literally call you like his goddess, his lord, stuff like that. But here they changed it. It's more so he's more of your friend, as you said. He's your friend. He's not your devout follower. He believes you're the god, but you may be the god as well. But we're still not sure. But for Virgil, he's your friend first, and it's something I really enjoy. And the fact that he found a friend while he was lost is something really great. And I can't speak for anyone else in these games, but he's definitely my friend as well. He's a great character, and for his
What is it
changes
that you
after
want?
death and him being freed from the guilt of the death of his brother.
What can I answer for you?
There's one very great voice line about it. Honestly, for the life of me, I'll never forget. What do you know about this place, Virgil?
Caledon! This is truly my home. I've always wanted to return here, but fear kept me away. I am truly free now.
And it's that voice line. It's him. Like, originally he was just very vague, or if you were to discuss a place with him, he would just give, like, either a very, like, just a geographical rundown, like, oh, this is Tehran. This is a city where there's a lot of steam industries, people trade, or maybe he would give, like, a comment on the Black Isle, that, the prisoner island, where he would say something that would give a hint to his past, where he would say something like, oh, this is the Island of Thieves. I've always been afraid of coming here, of being sent here, and then you quickly say, I mean, coming here, period, you know, because it is a very dangerous area. But now he has love in his heart for the town that he grew up in. He was blinded by guilt, the hatred of who he used to be, of all these things that came together. But now he knows that he's not that person anymore, so he can enjoy the place that he grew up in. And it's a really beautiful voice line, and it's just amazing to me that for all his game problems, for all his engine problems, for just small things of, like, really antiquated, like, old RPG game, that the script is still this strong. Probably for the rest of the time, it'll always be a really, really great script. It's something that feels timeless to me, is what I'm getting at. So for all my frustrations with this game, I can always do another Let's Play. But yeah, I could always just do another Let's Play just because of how great the script is. It's honestly, it's probably one of the best RPGs I've ever played, in terms of story and script, at least. But that's Virgil's story. Expect my goods. He's just such a well-written character, really lovable. But now we move on with the major plot. So, I still have Big Hand Shovel. I think I need a shovel again. One more time. I honestly wish this game could one day get a remaster. Honestly, just because of that scene alone. It's such a really powerful scene to see his journey as a character. Let me check the world. This is not this one at all. Computer Kingdom, Dantos, I'm just gonna go Toronto, Tsen'ang. I mean, Toronto to Kintara to report who Mingoron was. Okay, I'm scared. See, even now I'm scared that the game's going to crash on me. But I really wonder what this game could have been if it just had a better budget or a smoother development cycle. Because it's still so impressive to me that a team of 12 made this game. It's like, and certain things, it's impressive because even the scenery, the graphics aren't that good anymore, but the art direction is very good. I love the scenery, the buildings, and how things look. It has really good designs. Even you can even tell in the concept art. But well, this game came out in 2003. It looks very, very dated, to say the least. But for all of its flaws, it's a really great game. That's what I'm getting at. I just wonder what it could have been, too, is what I'm getting at. They tease an Arcanum 2, but obviously it never happened. But I wonder if it could happen one day, in the same way that Baldur's Gate 3 is happening. But at the very least, now I'm going too far ahead, to be honest. Is there a better way to get there? Nah, this was the best possible way. Why is Tsen'ang highlighted? We were just there. Yeah. There was no major glitch happened. Yeah, we were literally just there. We were there with Vaughn. She joined the party from there. But yeah. Honestly, for all that I say about this game, I honestly couldn't recommend playing it because it's so frustrating to get past its systems. It's like, it's funny because Fallout 1 and 2, Fallout 2 is like a near perfect game except its glitches. Like, I honestly feel that something like Fallout 2, which I probably will do a Let's Play for this channel one day, if I can. Should I really be promising other Let's Plays? I barely have the time to finish this one, but probably Fallout 2 and Fallout 1 are games that I plan on playing too, because they're really great games. Like, I remember I used to not have a job, so I'd always play like crappy free MMOs and stuff like that, just because they're free and I wanted to play games. So now I'm telling the story of how I got into the Fallout series, but like, yeah, there's a lot of like, what I'm getting at is Fallout 2 is still like a perfect package through and through, where it's like, even for Fallout 2, I could eventually slog through early level combat, and the mid level is pretty competent, it's pretty enjoyable, but even mid level, this game is a little glitchy too. Yeah. So now we're back in Kantara. Let's go up to the trees. Greetings, outsider. Welcome to the Elven City, Kantara. The guard looks as if an ard, hatred in his eyes. I'm sorry, but we don't allow her kind in the Tree City. You'll have to leave her here or go on your way. Yeah, it sucks, There's surprisingly a mistrust between the Dark Elves and the regular Elves. Well, not surprising.
What is it you need?
But
What would you like to know?
Let's see.
What is it you need?
I like you use.
What did you want me to do?
Wait here for a while.
I will wait here. Hopefully, I will be here when you return.
She's so unnecessarily cryptic, but she's actually a really polite and good-natured person. I really like her character. You're welcome, yada yada, we're not gonna cause trouble, whatever. But, yeah, now we're back in Qatar. And we can report to Raven what happened in, Tsen'ang. I believe... Let's see.
Hello again. It's so very good to see you.
You too, Raven. Do you have a moment to speak?
Certainly. How can I help you?
I bring information about the village of the Dark Elves.
I'm so very glad you've returned to us. Did you find the village of the Dark Elves? What happened since you left us?
I traveled to Durant and tell her about how you found Tsen'ang.
So, Min Garad is a woman. I'd very much like to meet her.
I hope you get the chance.
So do I. So do I. And what did you find out from this Min Garad?
She told me of the Black Mountain Clan.
So, the Black Mountain clan was banished in order to help Aranex weaken the wards. He's really coming back. We elves are a magical race and wise to the ways of rune and prophecy. But I never really thought... Regardless, we must act. You must speak to my mother. She may be able to see what is to be done.
I will, Raven. I'll return once I have. Actually, wait. I have some questions about Aranex.
The story of Aranex is an old one. He was a powerful elf who lived in the Age of Legends. Back then, there was an elven council who ruled over the land, and Aranex had defied them. There was a great struggle between them, and Aranex was banished to the Void. The story, of course, is much more complicated than that, but those are the important points.
What do you mean by the Age of Legends?
The Age of Legends refers to a time in Arcanum's history when things were much different than they are now. There was an elven council that ruled over all of the races, and magic was a large part of everyone's lives. It was a time of heroes and great good, and also of great evil. A time before the rise of technology, before the Dwarven clan wars, before the mages left for Tula.
We have a friend from Tula here right now. The Void? What is the Void?
The Void is where people go when they are banished. Don't ask me about it. I don't know what it's like. In fact, no one knows, because no one has ever come back from there.
What more is there to the story of Aranax?
I don't know as much about the history as others.
That's all.
The Panari religion is very concerned with Aranax.
Another
The
Panari
prophecy of his
friend.
return comes from them. If you have questions about it, they have temples all across Arcanum. And a priest would be able to give you the particulars.
What should we do?
My mother will know the course we should take. She may be able to see through all of this and tell us what is to be done.
I'll speak with her, Raven, and determine what to have. Yep, right through this door. May she is a silver lady in all her greatness.
Hello again, traveler.
Hello, silver lady. I have one more question to ask you.
Yes, I knew you'd return to me. And it seems that you still walk the shore. This gladdens me.
Why?
It means that you've chosen the right path, traveler. At least, right in the way that you see things. I am happy for you.
May I ask you something?
Of course. What is the question?
What am I to do next? Please try to be clear. Silver lady?
Your answer lies with Nazruddin.
What? How is that possible?
You have your answer, traveler. We won't be speaking again.
Wait, who? You hear a faint whisper and soft laughter. Otherwise, the lady is still. And that's that. That's all she told us. You literally asked someone for advice and she said, pray to God, essentially. No, not even pray to God. Speak with God. Oh, can we stop clipping each other? And so... Guard's walking back.
Hello again. It's so very good to see you.
Hey Raven, do you have a moment to speak?
Certainly. How can I help you?
I'd like to speak again and spoken with your mother about Aranax.
You did? And what did she tell you?
She told me your answer lies with Nazruddin.
That's very, very odd.
Why?
Because Nazruddin has been dead for more than 2,000 years.
That seems to make things a little difficult.
Yes, it would seem so.
Nazruddin and the Council. They banished Aranax.
Yes, I know. At least that's the story. As I've said, I don't know the details.
Well, that puts me in a pinch. I'm looking for a dead man.
Yes, it is very strange. My recommendation is that you travel to Caledon. There you will find the first temple of the Panari and perhaps some more answers.
That sounds like a good idea. Would you like to join me?
I was hoping you might offer. I do have many responsibilities here in Kintara, but I think my place is with you. This matter affects all of Arcanum and the elves more directly. Yes, I will go with you and do what needs to be done if you will have me.
I will, Raven. It'd be my honor to have you.
And it will be my honor to be associated with someone of such obvious courage and integrity. Shall we?
Yes, let us go. So, it kind of sucks that we have a...
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Nobody's carrying such useful stuff. Give it. Actually... Okay. Yeah, okay. So, certain party members are only here to balance out the party. And we already have a mage. Well, I'm the mage, Virgil's a healer, and Raven is also a healer who's a very great archer. So, for now, can I ask you some questions? Nazruddin Pyramid, do you know anything useful about him? Leader of the Elven Council during the Age of Legends, powerful mage, philosopher. Panari region have virtually made him a deity from what I've gathered from the police. Remember something about it. His remains being housed somewhere in Caledon. But... more questions. How do you ask a party member to stop following you? I think it's best you leave the group. Well, I say, this is rather unexpected. Can't say I'm glad to see you go, friend. I was rather enjoying our time. Who knows? Perhaps our paths will cross again. Good day to you. Yeah, Premium's a good guy. He might eventually rejoin the party, but for now, most of my favorite characters are in the party. It's just a shame that one of the biggest lacking things is the I guess the actual character scripts. Like they don't really have much motivation to be here. Some of them, they're just here to level up parties. So let's speak with Zan again.
What is it you need?
You can stop waiting now, Zan.
I go nowhere with the Dark Elf woman. If she's with you, then I am not. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad blood between the regular elves and the dark elves. However, see, it's funny, but this is the only check in the game that requires maximum charisma for it to work. Raven, I'm sure my presence overshadows that of Zan Allred.
Yes, you're right. I might be able to overlook the fact that you consort with such trash.
Yeah, it's kind of awful how, I mean, the regular elves are to the, well, the one dark elf in this game. Okay, now, Zan Allred?
Yes.
Will you join me?
Yes. I will join you. And to the end, we must go.
I must be going. Alright, let's go together. So, it's kind of funny, like, I just wish certain character like conflicts were completely like fleshed upon. Like, I wish there was a dialogue. Yeah, find Nazareth.
What is it that you want of me? What can I answer for you?
What are we meant to do now?
The Silver Lady told us that our answer lies with Nazareth. I do not think she was referring to you, eh? We should go to the Central Panari Temple in Caledon. Nazareth's remains are buried there.
Alright, let's get going there. So yeah, now we gotta get back to Caledon. Is there any way that I can just walk there? Actually, you can't traverse the mountains, so I'll cut to me back in Caledon, but this is probably a good point of any to stop recording. Finally. Yeah. And technically I was recording for an hour despite not having an hour worth of recordings. And please, thank God it's still recording. So for now, I'll catch you guys later. And thanks for watching again. And for anyone who's watching this Let's Play with me, thanks so much for staying the whole time. I really appreciate it. And with that, I'll catch you guys later.